Okay, let us start. Question number 1 is state the domain and range of each relation, then determine whether the relation is a function and justify your answer. Well, the curve is somewhat like this. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and the curve is somewhat like this. There is an arrow here and an arrow here, so the domain is x belonging to the real number set. You must have noticed that there is no part of the curve below -4, and there is no part of the curve above -2, so the range is less than or equal to -2 and greater than or equal to -4. Number 2 or B is a figure something like this. So the domain is from -1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 7, and the range is -3 to 1. C part is 141927 141927 3 minus 5 411. The domain is one, 2, 3, and 4, and the range is 497 minus 511. 497 minus 511. Is it a function? No, it is not a function, because we see that there are two elements, 1 and 1 repeating, so this is not a function. Number 4, D, is y is equal to 3x minus 5. This is clearly a function. The domain is x belonging to the set of real numbers, and the range is y belonging to the set of real numbers. E is again a function. The domain is -1, -3, 1 and 2, and the range is 0, 1, 2, and 3. Is it a function? Yes, it is a function. F is y is equal to minus 5x square. Well, this is a parabola that opens up. Oh, I'm sorry. that opens down because of the negative sign. Yes, it is a function. The domain is x, a real number, and the range is y, a real number. That's about it. Question number 2 is state the domain and range of each relation. Question number 2. The domain is any real value can be given to x. So the domain is x belonging to the real number set, whereas y, this is interesting, y is equal to minus 2 x plus 1 square minus 3. Well, you know that x plus 1 square can never be negative. The minimum value of this would be 0, and 0 multiplied by minus 2 will be 0, so you will get minus 3. After that, if this is positive, then that multiplied by negative 2 will make it negative, so y will be less than or equal to minus 3. This is the range. B part. Y is equal to x plus 3, sorry, 1 upon x plus 3. Y is equal to 1 upon x plus 3. Well, x can be given any real value except minus 3. So the domain is what? X belongs to real number except minus 3. X must not be equal to minus 3. And the range is, again, y can be any real number except y must not be equal to 0. So that's about 2b. Two C is y is equal to 2 to the power minus x sorry, y is equal to 2 to the power minus x. Well, x can be given any positive or negative value, so the domain is now y can never be made equal to 0 or negative, so the range is y should be greater than 0. That's 2c. D is y is equal to cos theta plus 1. You know that cos theta cannot exceed 1 and cannot be less than minus 1. So the maximum value of cos theta, 1 plus 1 would be 2. So y must be less than or equal to 2. And the minimum value of y is equal to cos theta would be minus 1 plus 1, that is 0. So y must be less than or equal to 0. This is the domain. The range, this is the range. The domain is x can be given any real value. E is interesting. You have x square plus y square is equal to 9. This is a circle. The radius of the circle is 3, and you must have noticed that there is no part of the curve to the right of this line, and there is no part of the curve to the left of this line. So the domain would be x less than or equal to 3, greater than or equal to -3. Likewise, there is no part of the curve above this line, and there is no part of the curve below this line. So the range would be less than or equal to 3 and greater than or equal to -3. So this is the range. That was part E. F is interesting. Y is equal to 2 sine x. As we noticed in D part, sine x cannot be greater than 1 and cannot be less than -1. So if we multiply it by 2, the domain would be -2 less than or equal to, this is domain, this is range, sorry, would be 2 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 2, and the domain is, of course, x can be given any real value. X belongs to R. Well, actually this was a testing. I've done only 2 questions. If this system works out well, I will be inshallah doing more questions more quickly and more frequently. I plan to finish this whole book by the end of or by the middle of December. So please keep watching my programs. Thank you very much. I wish you good luck.